Alrighty guys, let's get right into it here. Very simple setup today. Fixed bobber, little swivel because I'm going braid to fluorocarbon, 2-pound leader, 6-pound braid, 2-pound fluorocarbon leader. Two little trout hooks on here, fly tying trout hooks are size 12s, a split shot, and 2 gulp minnows. One's in chartreuse and the other one's in watermelon pearl. So we got some rain today. It's March 9th, some wind. It's 55 degrees right now. And I know tomorrow it is definitely going to change. The weather's going to change. So I wanted to get out and get some fishing done today. We're already getting some bites. Going for bluegill. This little pond here I'm fishing, lake, whatever you want to call it, it's got some nice sized bluegill in it. If we can hook up to about 5 of them today, that'd be fun because they are fighters. Went with the fixed bobber setup today because these bluegill, bass, crappie, everything's starting to move shallow right now. Everything's coming up. No need to have a slip bobber on. Try to get 8 to 10 foot deep. Everything should be within a few feet from the surface. Not everything, but for the most part, that's where they're getting into. Coming up, respawning probably here soon. Light action rod, 1000 size reel, cadence reel, crappie C-series, crappie pro rod, light action. I think it's about 7 foot. Got that one. He don't feel like much, but let's see which gulp minnow he hit. All right, he got the top one. Little guy, but it's a start. Man, he really got hooked good too. I might need my pliers on him. There we go. All right. And I just have these gulp minnows hooked right through the top of them about halfway down. Nothing special. So already we know my depth's good pretty much. Water clarity's real good. Creeks right now and a lot of the ponds and lakes are very muddy. It's been raining for a couple days. I'm fishing this pond just for one of the main reasons is I know it stays pretty clear even in heavy rain. Trying to get them to visually see what's going on. They're going to see these baits from a little ways off. Yeah, we're getting bites about every cast. We should be pulling some fish in today. So the wind's kind of working my bobber to the north here, up towards this upper end, which is getting shallower and shallower as it goes up. And I'm not getting any bites once I get to a certain spot. So down here in the deeper section, even though I'm only 3 feet deep, maybe 2 to 3 feet deep, the fish, that's where my bites are coming from, where the water's deeper at. So even though the fish may be in the deeper section here, they're willing to come up and commit if they're not already up that far, but they're definitely not in this shallow end right now. These guys are hungry coming out of their winter holes. I'm kind of just letting the wind do its thing. I'm not messing with that bobber too much. It's got plenty of wiggle movement, so I know my gulp minnows are down there wiggling around. The wind's also bringing it down some, kind of slow, so it's covering some ground on its own. That bobber I got on there, that fixed bobber, it's a weighted bobber. I love using weighted bobbers. That's my preference, just because you can cast farther. I got a little bit of a bigger bobber on there, but since it's weighted, it's not going to restrict the bluegills from pulling that down and getting hooked up. Got him. Maybe a little bit bigger fish than the last one, but still don't feel like anything crazy. Hey, he went for the bottom one. He is a little bigger. All right. Bluegill in here are usually about twice the size of this guy, so we got to find them. If you guys are ever in a new pond or lake and you're wading like I am out a little bit into it, be very careful, because I know this lake from fishing it quite a few times. Lost him. But I will tell you that I'm comfortable in certain spots coming out here, but there is certain spots where I'll take a step and I'm 6 feet down in the mud. So you got to be very careful, and you learn from obviously trial and error, and it could be bad if you aren't able to get out of, it's almost like quicksand. A lot of my bites are as soon as that bobber hits the water. Got that one. Feels like another little one. Yeah, tiny one, probably smallest one of the day. Got him. Might be a little better fish. Oh yeah. Feels a little better. Either he just got more fight to him than the other ones. Took my minnow, you little sucker. A little bigger. But nowhere near what I'm used to pulling out of here. You got yourself hooked twice here, bud. Oh, there you go. So let's go get another minnow on and change my GoPro battery and see if we can't catch a couple more. Got that one. Don't feel too bad. Don't feel bad at all, this one. Could be wrong though. Still a little bit on the small size. And he took me goat minnow. They're kind of been tearing up the smelt minnow. I'm thinking we're going to change it up and use two smelt, or I'm sorry, that's they're tearing up the watermelon pearl minnow. So let's put a couple more of them on. They haven't really been going after the chartreuse. Try to leave as much of that little hook exposed as I can. Whoa, he took off with it. We got him. I don't know what's going on here because he's not fighting like a bluegill, but he's not got much fight as it is. Yeah, it's a bluegill. He's just staying down. He ain't putting up much fight at all, but that's a better sized fish right there. Let's see if we can get a little picture with him. All right, let's get you back in the water, bud. There he goes. Got him. This one's got some fight to it. There he goes. Yeah, a little, not as big as the last one, but not a bad little fish. I wonder if he come up out of the deep because he feels a little colder than the other ones. Got him. Feels little. He's coming right in too. Yeah, little one. Still fun. All right, guys, wrapping this one up. What a lot of fun. 99% of West Virginia fishermen right now are out chasing trout that are stocked in streams and lakes, and there's other fish to be caught. So I wanted to come out and have some fun and catch some bluegill today. Just a simple fixed bobber setup, weighted bobber, and two hooks, two 12 hooks, two size 12 hooks. These are trout hooks, and I'm going to leave a link to everything in the description. And I put a little split shot at the bottom, towards the bottom hook. You want that little extra weight at the bottom of your line, so when you cast, you don't get hung up a lot. I actually lost my bottom hook. I got hung up on a little tree and pulled my bottom hook up, and I kept fishing with just the top hook and the split shot as a weight at the bottom to keep everything down, and it worked out really good still. I caught about 3 fish on that setup. So all right, guys, like I said, I'll leave a link to everything in the description, and we will catch you on the next lake. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video.